Okay. Hey there, Space Cats. Welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to Mario Dingland.
Hey there, Space Cats.
Where we're gonna be playing more of Contradiction, which is so delightful. It's such a hoot. I love this game. It's such a ridiculous B-movie game, and I'm having so much fun with it. Let's open the thing up, launch it, go over to the game screen. We can get started again. By the way, as always, let me know if the audio is weird. Especially because, like, I felt like I might need to touch with it. I don't know. Yeah, we can, Hey, hi, Cute Anime OS. Welcome to the stream. Feels louder this time. That's weird. In a good way. Okay. Well, as long as it's in a good way, then that's good. First we wanna turn the subtitles on.
That's bad.
What? It's bad? Wait, what's bad? Help. I don't wanna... you're just...
Oh no.
You're just making jokes. Okay. I understand. You're having fun with the soundboard. By the way, everybody, if you don't have the tab open, I do have sound commands for my stream. Feel free to chime in with any of the silly little sounds that I have available for you. I'm like nearing 100 of those. I might even already have 100 of them. Yeah, there you go. Let's load the game.
Hey! Get a load of this!
All right. It has just become 10 p.m. Let me see, do I have any way to, like, recap what's been going on? Well, we have the case background info. So basically, what's going on is that, there was Kate Vine, a PhD student who drowned at midnight last Friday, and we are investigating her death because it seems like there might have been foul play involved. You have to decide if somebody murdered this woman or if it was just a suicide. Greatly connected to this case is a business course, quote unquote, called Atlas. Well, Atlas seems to be projecting itself as a business course or life skills course. It's really weird. They talk about a lot of stuff about how you need to get rid of all of your morals. And they do stuff like burning dolls with your baby photos on them to free yourself from who you are. And there's a lot of cult-like elements to it. And they also used to be a different organization, which had even more cult-like elements to it, obviously, until a different person committed suicide, quote-unquote, a year ago. So there are a lot of bad things connected with Ryan and Paul, the Atlasmen. Of course, there's also Rebecca, who is the landlady of the pub. We just, at the end of last night's session, we saw her slap her husband, try to convince him to say something about another one of the characters, Simon. Simon, so far, has been one of the most normal people we've talked to, which is weird because he does have the hair of a murderer. Simon is going to Atlas, but he seems to be one of the only people who has anything good to say about it. And doesn't seem to be having any issues with it. Meanwhile, Emma really doesn't seem to like what's going on at Atlas. Hang on, I've just got to knock on my door. One sec. I'll be back in a second. What's happening here? Y'all have your fingers in the cookie jar again? Come on, give me a break. Anyway, sorry about that. There was somebody who was working on the plumbing of my downstairs neighbor who had asked me not to use the water here for a little while. He just came back to say that he was done, that's all. Anyway, so we've been investigating around this small English village, trying to find out more about this potential murder, and getting places. Atlas is very, very, very shady, basically. Let's resume the game and go back to the pub, because at the end of the last session, we came in here and we saw a scene between Ryan, one of the Atlas men, his wife. His wife slapped him, was saying something about wanting to tell the investigator about Simon. So we could find out some more information about Simon, probably. Let's see if he's anywhere. Ooh, we can search for some stuff, looks like.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Interesting. Oromorph, is that like an alternate name of morphine or something? Okay, so we found out some interesting details there.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Let's talk to Rebecca. I guess about the prescriptions that we just found.
The cupboard downstairs, there's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is there?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers.
Uh-huh.
The chemist always gives us too many. He's a friend of the family.
But morphine? That... I don't know. So that definitely said Oromorph on the prescription bag, right? Which I believe is some form of morphine, which was found in our murder victim's bloodstream. That's an interesting thing to find out. Let's see. This gives him too many painkillers. Interesting. Hasn't she said before that she doesn't take pain? Yeah, she has. She says, she's literally said before that she likes to stay pure. So that's a thing right there altogether. Doesn't take any drugs or medicines, yeah. Aha.
So, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Well, they're not actually for me, they're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name.
Mm-hmm.
He's an old gentleman.
Uh-huh.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't
He
he?
does seem young to suffer from that,
badly,
yes.
but he does need medication from time to time.
What medicine is it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Ryan will know.
So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions. I think I might have a word with him, work out exactly what this medicine is.
Yeah. I mean, again, on the bag, it looked like it was morphine. Like some kind of form of morphine. Well, you know, the reason they call them chemists in the UK is because they can actually throw items long range. It's really handy. Like, most people that use the item skill, they can just give items to people, like, right in the square next to them. But UK chemists, they have the ability to toss items long range.
That's bad.
That's a little Final Fantasy Tactics joke for y'all. Hope you liked it. Something new? Oh, Simon, what are you up to? Ooh, you're scattering things all over the floor. Not giving a single shit.
Bit careless, Simon. Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get.
Yeah, indeed. Wow, multiple clues. Have here. Got a dropped keyring. It's got some religious symbolism on it of some sort. It says Saint Bernard de Menthon. Would be great if I knew anything about Christianity. I was raised incredibly, agnostically, basically, so I do not know about saints or nothing. The business card, let me see. Aztec. Okay, I wonder if this is somebody that he was interviewing with or something, because we don't know very much about what Simon actually does. He's in this business course, and he says that it helps him so much, this quote-unquote business course, but we have no idea what he does. Yeah, well, he is also selling his poop water, yes.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Unlikely Simon would know about the prescriptions. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, okay, we did ask him about that. Let's ask him about the arthritis.
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Yeah, might as well ask him about his business card.
I think you dropped this outside.
Well, but don't give it back.
Oh, this is just from some IT guy I met. I don't need it.
Enough.
Okay, thank you.
I noticed some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. But what is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah, that's just a pin for something. It's okay, I can remember it.
So not an offshore savings account or anything.
Okay.
No, it's not important.
That sounds like it's very important, actually. Write that down, everybody. What was it, 1905?
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's from my keys. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
Right. Oh, it must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off.
Nathan?
He was borrowing my car.
Your car, I see.
Interesting.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am a bit too trusting, really. It's a new car as well.
Okay, so we do know about the car. Yeah, we had heard from Ryan that he drives sometimes. Hey, I don't think this is gonna be anything, but I wanna see if we can get any information from him about why it is that he's... Man, yeah, he doesn't lock his bicycle, he gives out his car to everybody. He is very trusting, isn't he? Sorry, it's just Ball. Maybe I should add in your Ball as an alias for that. I haven't mentioned this, but there are actually aliases for a couple.
Right, my ball.
Thank you. There actually are aliases for a couple now. I noticed that a lot of people were doing feeling good with 2 G's.
Woo! Feeling good!
So I made it so that also plays the feeling good sound. I should absolutely add your Ball for Ball. Oh, hey, that is something. Nice.
So the bike's the only way you can get to work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
I can't drive the car yet, can I? I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance payout. Just figured I'd buy something sensible with it straight away instead of wasting the money.
Huh.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop. It got stolen down at Atlas.
At Atlas?
Well, they didn't break in. I think they just walked in and took it.
Interesting.
The laptop was in a storeroom, but I think the lock was broken, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like they're taking their security very seriously.
Actually, it got a lot better after that.
I think I'll check it anyway.
Must have been a very nice laptop to be able to buy a car with the insurance.
Yeah,
or
really.
a very cheap car. Might have to have a talk with Ryan about his security measures.
That seems... That whole scenario seems very strange. And I have talked to
Thank
Emma.
you. Probably be back later.
You know, she might know about Ryan's arthritis since they're having that affair and all, which still doesn't make sense.
Did you know about Ryan Rand's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Okay, this is sounding more and more fake, for sure.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
That's not what I meant to do!
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I pressed the wrong button!
Have you seen this before?
Nope. Sorry, never heard of him.
Okay. Whatever. She's really bad at lying, so I believe that.
And what do you know about this?
So we're just keeping it,
This
huh?
is Simon's. I bought this from when we were on holiday. Has he lost it?
He dropped it.
He can't keep anything.
Seems like you can, yeah. Okay, no real information about any meaning that it might have.
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
Yeah, because it had all my college work on it, which I hadn't backed up or saved.
Ooh, yikes.
Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one. And Simon uses it now. When I let him.
That seems like a bad idea. Huh. Huh. So, I don't... Yeah, that seems like a huge insurance payout.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to know about that PIN number, but where can I use that? Is there anywhere that has like a lock that would make sense to try to use it at? I can't like try to open that garage there or anything. That garage, excuse me. Should pronounce it correctly since it is a British garage. Hangout. Yeah, it hasn't happened. Like I've been there. I went there at 8, and nothing's happened over there. You know what? Let me pop over there and see if there's anything. The village, not the village center. There we go. Yeah, nothing's ever shown up here. I guess nobody uses the village hall now. Let's just head over to Atlas. Anybody in the food court? I think it was just like, basically another clue hinting to me that Atlas used to meet there. Back when they were Third Eye. So like that flyer is just still up there, basically. Anybody in the reading room? Go up to any more burning in here? No? Okay. Seems really weird to me to have like an open flame on the floor of such a nice room. Do that outside, you know?
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Okay.
Do you know what the medicine in the cupboard at the pub is for?
You'd better ask Rebecca about that. I'm not exactly sure what's in there.
Okay,
She tends to
so
keep her wares under lock
absolutely
and key.
it's not
You
his
know,
arthritis
well,
medicine
it
then.
was quite a surprise.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Ryan.
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes, I'm old before my
Ryan's
time.
always being creepy.
It's very unlucky to have it so young.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector, and sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
What do you take for it?
Didn't like that
get a
face that he
prescription
made when he
painkiller.
said
How
that.
often do you need that?
Not often, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home.
Keeps him at the
Not a
pub.
problem.
Okay. Anything? No? Yeah, you know how it is when you gotta take pills, you just keep pills in every single location that you could potentially be going to throughout your day. So that you can always be able to take your pills. Yeah, exactly. Okay, sure, whatever.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't, I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap. Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though.
That's
It's like a
mean. That's
double act, isn't it?
judgmental. Come on. All right, dude.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
Really can't tell me any more about the meaning that this might have? Okay.
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. It was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
I
No,
wonder
we
if
didn't
Paul
catch anyone.
stole it.
We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just have wandered along the lanes, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes. That's why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too
Considering that
careful
he
these
loves
days, Inspector.
stealing things from the students to fuck with them, I kind of wonder. Thing that would... These feel like they're connected.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Probably be back later.
I guess I should go talk to Paul.
A few more questions, please.
And I guess James, but I feel like at this point James is gonna
What
run
do you
out
know
of
about
usefulness.
Simon's laptop being stolen from
It
Atlas?
does, right?
No, I
Like,
wasn't
that's
happy
weird.
about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV system at twice the price that it would probably have cost.
Alright, okay,
Seemed to do the
sure.
trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
Okay, Evilman. Don't you love thefts, though? Come on.
Seen this before anywhere?
No.
Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Yeah, exactly.
We have some prisoner sort.
Prisoner sword?
Does our IT. Large guy. No manners.
What does that mean? To call him a prisoner sort?
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Okay, cool.
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to
Oh,
deal
okay.
with any kind of discomfort.
Alright,
He
gotcha.
pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
It seems like
I
he's
thought he
telling
had
nobody
medication for
that.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
My god, Paul.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Okay, whatever. Likely Paul would know about this. Okay. Let me see. Feels. You know. You love stealing though, Paul. Come on. Hmm. He hates him and he like runs a cult with him, which is a really cool combo.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let's see. What do I have left to talk to? I guess James. Right, there's the PIN number, but how could I... Where could I use this PIN number? I guess that's true.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Sometimes when you've got a cult together, it really builds bridges between you and your father that weren't there before. Okay. No is the Saint Bernard thing not relevant? Okay, whatever.
Recognize this at all?
Why even have such symbolism
He
there?
fixed my laptop.
Oh, hey.
Lovely. Think so.
Huh. Laptop guy, specifically. Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't know about any of that. Yeah. James isn't gonna help here.
That's all for the moment.
That's what I
Thank
thought.
you.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I want to know about the PIN number, but like, where would I use that? Is there something that has a combination somewhere? Man, the night filter is just getting nightier. Just increasing the blue ever more. I don't think there was like a lock back here, other than the one that we unlocked with the key. Yeah. Nothing to see here, really. How did I use that PIN number?
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
It's a very
seen this
well-lit
before?
village.
No.
Wonderful. Thank
Be
you.
back later on, if that's okay.
Could call the chief. Why not? Let's call the chief. Let's get a little tip from the chief.
Hi.
I love to say hi to the chief.
Yes,
Wow,
I'm afraid so. Got a bit
rude.
more news. Apparently, the prescription I found does belong to Ryan. It's for his arthritis.
Arthritis, Ryan? Has he told you this, or?
He explained it, yeah. It seemed genuine enough, although it's impossible to tell with Ryan.
Well, keep at him. You need to find out who's taking it, when they're taking it, and where they're taking it.
Yeah, okay, so...
Keep it up.
Thanks, Chief.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, the chief probably did it. I would buy that. The chief is an ass. Okay, so there's something connected to the morphine, then. I kind of figured, but what about the PIN number? Where can I use this PIN number?
Ask about a few more things, please.
So, like, it definitely feels connected to her death that he had morphine, obviously, right? Like, let's see. Yes, go ahead. Let me see. Yes, it was, but I don't believe that there is anything in here that connects that at the moment. I mean, I feel like it is a problem if you keep your painkillers everywhere. That's not it? Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let me see. Can I use it in the hole? No use for this here, yeah. Could be. But if it is somewhere, like... Oh, that does make sense, yeah. I'll see if that works out something.
A couple more questions, if that's okay?
Arm isn't particularly secure, but you keep your painkillers here. Apparently not a contradiction. Let me see. I feel like... Yeah, exactly! Oh, hey, doesn't keep any medicines on site. There we go.
Aha.
So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas?
No.
Except your prescription painkillers.
Well, these are not available to the students.
But
the
kept
security
on
is
site.
terrible.
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
sure
so...
Absolutely sure.
Okay, you were thinking one step ahead, JPEG.
Painkillers. Just painkillers. Normal painkillers.
Paracetamol.
Say painkillers a couple more times, man.
Well, all right. They're morphine tablets. Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom.
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Aha.
Sure about that?
Yes.
So it is morphine Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together.
Yes, they are.
Now I just have to work out how Kate got hold of it.
Ah.
If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course.
Storm is insecure.
Aha.
So the storeroom isn't particularly secure, yet you keep your morphine tablets in there. I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could, quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that
Couldn't
storeroom.
they,
I meant
Ryan?
a different storeroom.
Oh,
kicker
a
than that.
different storeroom.
Okay.
How many storerooms
So
do you
where was it?
have, man?
It's
Come
upstairs.
on.
It's got a combination lock on it. Nobody could have access to it except me
The
and Dad.
combination,
Nobody.
possibly
Don't mind
1905.
at all.
A combination locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is.
It's all coming together. Okay, do I want to just use the business card here? Yes, okay. Got right in there. Instantly.
Welcome to the mirror room.
Oh,
This
what?
exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep.
My
in
jaw
our
is on the floor right now. I was
As you
not
move through the
expecting
network of
to
mirrors,
walk right
practice
into the
seeing
cult
yourself
thing.
as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware
I
you
was
will
not
become of your
expecting
true
a hall of
desires and
mirrors.
ambitions. Chant with us.
You know,
I
I
am
just
free
keep
from my
I
image.
just keep my morphine
free
in
from
the
my
hall of
past.
mirrors
I am free from
that I
myself.
keep for my cult.
I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself.
This exercise involves the use of liberation masks.
Oh, the liberation
You have now
masks.
completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and
There's probably like a
extreme testing.
mechanism that
Please
turns
read
it
the
on.
notes carefully before attempting the module.
Well, the mirror room, you say? A disorienting maze of mirrors. Yeah, for real! Why do you have this for your quote-unquote business course? Like, we've already long since established that this is
more questions,
obviously a cult. But, like, you're saying it's a business course, and you have a fucking carnival mirror hall where you play creepy recordings about how you are no longer yourself.
Can you tell me what you know about
You've
the
got a
mirror
secret
room
bullet
upstairs?
point.
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do. And you don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea
Okay.
is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
So why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. Gotta say, doesn't seem to be where you keep your
That's it
morphine,
for
my
the time
man.
being, thank you.
So, you do keep the morphine in the regular storeroom that anybody can go in. Yeah, I bet that would be really good for you. see. I might as well ask Simon about the mirror room since he had the key to it. Or rather, the key code, you know.
A couple more things, please.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, everybody. Am I back? Are we good? Is this good? Okay, you see stuff. That's great. Yay, okay. It was all Atlas. Yeah, they got to me, everybody. Okay, let me replay.
Can I break this?
Please don't break this again. Jesus. Let me replay the mirror room thing since y'all missed that.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance.
Go into a trance.
Then when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so...
Yes, so that's not true. Exactly.
You don't know the combination?
No.
I figured this out. You know the combination because it is literally on your business card that you dropped. Aha!
So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except... you'd written it down, hadn't you?
Uh-huh.
This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon.
It does.
What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
Including me, your best friend,
Just part of
Jinx.
the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Not
Simon,
to Kate?
There was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together? On the night of her death?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried to morph in.
Oh my god, dude!
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you could do something you wouldn't normally do.
Uh-huh.
When was this?
Seems like a great course.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
But Kate...
I don't know. Sorry.
So Kate was doing it all the time. Alright, 11 p.m.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve?
Okay.
This had been what killed Kate. 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Ooh, just an hour left, huh? You know, I was anticipating more of the game, but okay. Is there anybody in the restaurant? There's never anybody at the restaurant. You always hear people here, but like, you've never seen a single other person at this place. Also, just 1 second. Okay, it's not. It's like, for a second I'm like, is that just the same video clip played backwards?
Questions, if you don't mind.
Tell me about the mirror room.
Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're unhelpful. Gotcha.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
You just do this. Oh my god, it's time to go to the woods again! Yeah! It's time to find another random drunk person in the woods. It's so blue. It is so blue out now. I can't believe how blue it is, everybody.
Questions, if you don't mind.
I'd ask you about the mirror.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
They should, it's true.
That's all for the moment.
Not interesting. Alright, time to go into the woods. Anything at the jetty? No, nothing at the jetty. Continue into the woods. Here we go. Jenks in the blue world?
Just keep pushing.
What the fuck?
Keep pushing. You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
Hey, what the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa!
Excellent, Tom.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
He doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
Cool business course.
A test?
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test. I thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out. Inspector Jenks.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
Kyle!
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay.
What
Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Okay, alright.
Don't make any rash commitments.
Okay, Kyle. Alright. Another fun run-in with Kyle, everybody. Thanks for your keys, by the way, Kyle.
Well, you really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
But he just takes them! He just takes
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
Yeah, probably worth waiting. Okay, key fob. Where could this go to? What have we seen that's still locked at this point? Huh. Well, let's poke around Atlas, I guess. Ooh, you're right. This probably goes to Ryan's car. You know what? I'm just gonna go do that right now. I'm just gonna go check. Here we go. Jenks is gonna sit down here and like Paul is already gonna be in the passenger seat and he's going to be like, "Hello, Inspector Jenks." Okay, alright. What do we have?
Bingo. Well, Ryan.
Interesting.
Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
Okay. Let's head off to Atlas, everybody. So, that is probably related to the blackmail, yeah?
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Because Kate was blackmailing Ryan about having had an affair with Emma, which she thought was fun to turn the risk-taking course back around at Ryan.
Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
Yes, it definitely fell out of his car, Jinx.
£500, Ryan?
it was just a little incentive, that's all.
Fell out of his car when you reached your hand in.
Ryan, £500?
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
Uh-huh. Didn't. Okay.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No.
God, he's so...
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
He's so funny.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
He's always so ready to be angry all the time. Okay, I'm gonna show this to Emma.
Okay.
It's gotta be about the blackmail, right?
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What? No! Come on! Really?
Okay, that's it for now.
Okay, sure, whatever, Jenks. I might as well ask him about the fob.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay. Not worth it.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Hey, it's only fair. They're making other people's mental health deteriorate, so Jenks is just going to, you know, evaporate theirs.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Simon probably wouldn't know about the money. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'll check the light bulb, whatever. Because this is starting to feel like... Wonder what James is up to. Okay, alright. But I'm gonna ask Paul about this stuff first.
Ask about a few more things, please. Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
And not in theory.
So how's the room?
In theory?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
And what about the CD?
Well, that helps too. It's part of the program.
This guy.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
I would like to know about the 500 pounds.
Now, why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a check for £500?
Yeah, you know.
No idea.
You never want to go into a hall of mirrors where there's like a hypnotic tape playing, telling you all about how you are no longer yourself, and just take a nice, refreshing nap.
I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Kate wasn't even blonde, my man. Hang on, this is a contradiction. Dang, there's nothing that, there's nothing I can actually show him that connects with the blondes thing, is there? Nah, there isn't, I don't think.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Whatever. God, it's so blue out now. Let's go check out what James is up to. Oh. A secret meeting. What you getting, James? Oh, it's the other guy who was getting drunk in the woods, too.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
I don't know why I even know about that. What can I ask him about that I can't, like, ask him about what just happened? There's no way for me to really, like, ask about that, I
Be back
guess.
later on, if that's okay.
Odd. Let's see what the tips thing says. Where did James put those boxes? Ah, okay. So just continue following up the steps and stuff. Might also want to look in the greenhouse. Like the large greenhouse. Boxes are here. Oh, from Clark's.
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do.
Okay, poppy pods. I'm gonna see if the other greenhouse has anything in it also. Let's see. Yeah, no, nothing. It's so blue out. It is so incredibly blue out. Okay, I'm actually very curious right now. So when we started the stream, it said it was at 63%. We just shot up a lot in a very short amount of time. I wonder how long the rest of this is actually going to take.
A few more questions, please.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the
we are getting
greenhouse back
close.
there?
It doesn't feel like it's all quite there yet, though.
Decoration? Why?
Poppy pods for decoration?
Big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Okay, alright.
Sure about
my guy.
Scout's honor.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't.
I thought that the...
Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
I thought that it was just the morphine. Is morphine made out of opium? Is that just something I didn't know until now? Let's see. Never extracted opium from the pods. That feels like... Oh! That makes sense, doesn't it? Wow, I never thought of it that way. It is the same word, isn't it? I guess that makes sense. I guess. It feels like there's something that I'm gonna come up with that'll, like, contradict with never extracted opium for the pods. Right? Thank you for blessing the ring. I talked to Simon about those poppy pods since he's James's buddy. They're always swapping poop water and drugs.
Odd question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once.
Where did he get it from?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so.
Huh. Interesting. Allergic to opiates. Is that... But is salvia? Is salvia an opiate? I don't actually know this. Okay, it's not. Apparently. Kate. I don't know. Huh. I don't think... Oh, that's right. No, he did say that. He did. He totally did. You're right.
Aha. You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
But we weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
What does that mean?
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go.
Prime candidate?
What candidate?
Prime candidate. It means the best person in the group, basically.
The person that they're gonna put the best demon inside of? Because they're summoning demons for their demon cult?
The other person's the
victim.
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing.
Uh-huh. Which is
Ryan
why
wanted
you're
me to
sticking
test Kate.
skewers in your hands and everything.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her
okay.
morphine to break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear.
Yeah. And morphine...
Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
But what? She didn't drown in blood. She just drowned in a bog.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Okay. I guess I might as well go talk to the Atlasman about this.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods? Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Fun interaction. Oh no, is it lagging? It might. Okay, no, I do still have the green square, so I'm okay.
You're
probably, I
learning
think.
a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students.
Uh-huh.
The ones
Okay.
with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional.
No,
truly
wait.
exceptional.
Is everybody having issues?
And they get a
Oh,
wonderful
God.
top job. It seems a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is?
Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives,
okay, so now you're trying to throw
more than
throw the blame for the murder onto Simon, huh?
Now that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
Okay. Gotcha. I love how this is like, students aren't tested, and I never asked Simon to test Kate. They get a very good job, huh? Students aren't tested. There has to be something that we've talked about before. There is, you know, the aptitude test. No, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, hey, I mean, they might literally just be a human trafficking ring in the end. Just like James said. Students aren't tested. Students aren't tested. Let's say. Tests. Well, earlier in the game, James implied that the previous iteration of Atlas Third Eye was a human trafficking ring. And then, kind of as that went on, it made it kind of sound like James was just making stuff up and he didn't know what he was talking about. But it could be possible. They're doing here. Sure, there's nothing about testing people here. Yeah, it's a mystery podcast. It's great. This is all about her being the best, but she was, like, always drunk. Really? That's not something? Huh.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'm gonna go ask Paul about it. See what he has to say.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pod?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
Okay, Paul, thank you.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
The
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide.
Can you give me some names? Can you tell me what companies? So that maybe I can give them a phone call and ask them about what their feelings are about you?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Okay. Still... like... if she is always showing up this course drunk, how is she the best student? You know, like... that part is getting to me, right? It feels like that's supposed to be a contradiction, but it's not, it seems like. Chief for an update. So I definitely do have the information. I'll call the chief. I don't care. Thank you for the poppy facts.
Very much so, sir. An interesting discovery in Ryan's car.
Yeah.
A check for £500 from Ryan made out to Kate.
Blimey, how does he explain that?
He said it was an incentive.
Huh.
Apparently he'd heard she was thinking of leaving the course.
Oh, right, she was leaving the course, but she's supposed to be the best one.
Nah, doesn't add up. £500 is a lot more than an incentive, Jenks. You can buy questions in Parliament for that kind of money. Sounds pretty desperate.
How much is £500 in USD?
Get yourself another drink.
Another drink. Thanks, Chief.
I'm having one. Bye.
I don't actually know the conversion off the top of my head.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Not crazy different? Okay. It's... It's gotta be something in here. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, they show up on drug tests. Basically any job would get on you about that, but especially like, yeah, that makes sense. Gotta be something here. Else Kate related. Oh, did I just forget to follow up about the blackmailing? Where's the, Okay, hang on. I've got a... Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. There has to be something related to the affair here. Hang on. Where did I just never had the ability to bring it up with him? It has to be somewhere. Ooh, you used to schedule drug tests. Wow. What's this? Oh my god. Kate was... Okay. Kate was blackmailing him. Obviously the money is because of the blackmail. What have I talked with him about that indicates the blackmail. Here's the affair, the blackmail. Like, I know this argument was about her blackmailing him about the affair. Is something that mentions this. Oh my god, that's a cool text to get from your dad. Where is this?
Oh no!
Not in there. How do I connect these things? There's no...
Be back later on, if that's okay.
There's nothing there that's like proof of the affair. Massive anxiety related to that. Just the feeling of like somebody else getting a text that's not meant for them or something just like freaks me out. Doesn't even have to be like I'm talking behind somebody's back or something, because I don't do that, obviously. But, oh no. Oh no! How do I... Ooh.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
I know what this is, but how do I do it? Oh, God. Oh, no, that's awful. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you won't. Yeah, doing it twice is a power move, kind of, yeah. Have we literally never talked to Ryan about his affair with Emma? Has that never happened? That's true, we did promise not to. But it seems pretty relevant right about now. It seems pretty important to bring it up. Like... I'm lost here. Oh, God. Like, the hint that I have right now is that I need to follow up more about this bribe. Oh, students are bribed, yeah. Wait, where was that? No, we definitely haven't tried that. Where is that? Oh, students are course are bribing anyway. There we go. What? It's probably a different... Come on. Give me a break.
So,
both of those should work.
Students aren't coerced or bribed in any way. Except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector.
I could call it bribery.
It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Oh, okay. So it's fate.
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
Which is why we give out money to people.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
Okay. Alright. Students aren't tested. Going to guess that this is somewhere else? Gave the money to test and assess her. There we go.
Well, which one is it?
It would be fun
Ryan?
if there were
Do you test
some,
students
like,
or
some
not?
combinations
Well, some
that
of them,
made
yes.
Jenks bark up the wrong
Yes.
tree, you know, and, like, there was a
She
funny
was being
joke.
tested because
She was going to be
we
prime
wanted
candidate?
to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate.
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference.
Wow, he's just fucking...
If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility.
Caffeine?
So if he did anything wrong...
Caffeine and
it was his
morphine are
own
very different,
responsibility.
my man.
He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Maybe
All
not.
right.
Still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Okay. All right. So Kate was gonna be prime candidate. I'm so sorry about the tinnitus. I'm sorry that Ryan gets very angry and loud. Let's see if Rebecca has anything to say about this since we're right here.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
Okay, great. Do you know about prime candidates?
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
She looks... I don't know.
Mostly
My
they're not great.
opinion about Rebecca is that she absolutely thinks that she is better than everybody else here. She always seems so smug. She always seems like she thinks she's getting stuff over on Jenks, and she's so pleased with herself about it, you know? She's just got that vibe. She also seems racist. Just saying. Just putting that out there. When she talks about, like, oh, I don't let the riffraff in my pub, and like, oh, I like to stay pure and stuff. She's definitely super racist.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Now, you know who looks like she just cried for hours? It's Emma. Emma looks like she's been, like, crying off and on for the last week about Kate.
Just a few
probably.
more questions, if you don't mind.
I mean, we haven't seen a single non-white person in this entire game.
At Atlas.
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about Atlas.
Interesting.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Right, Simon was the one who told us.
How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Is that... was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered.
No, you're not bothered,
I don't
Simon?
think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, she was always
It's
being
just
drunk and stuff.
Not really prime candidate material.
Didn't think Kate would be prime candidate, okay. That's all I've got. Anything that... Yeah, I mean, if she was asked to test him for prime candidate, like... Okay, I mean, you know, I guess those aren't necessarily a contradiction. He might still have been sure that she wouldn't become prime candidate. Yeah, that's basically the only thing there that would link up, I guess.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
What Paul thinks about the prime candidates? Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Is there stuff I haven't asked Emma about yet?
Ask about a few more things, please.
What have I not asked her about? Oh, I never asked her about the poppy pods.
Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. It's okay.
It's okay. Did I miss anything else here? I think I got everything else with that.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Okay, that's Kate.
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
I see.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't
Work
very
it out
professional
among
to force
themselves?
students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do.
And I'm sure before they got inducted into your cult, they were fine
we
with
don't encourage anybody
skewering
to hurt
themselves
or
to a
offend
tree,
anybody else
right?
here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon takes him too far with Kate, that's his
Okay,
responsibility,
sure.
not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told.
Okay, so Simon super did not do it. So Simon is no longer a suspect, basically, is what I'm hearing from you. Let's see, they don't use threshold testing. They're not encouraged to hurt each other. We know that's not true, but has he said something that contradicts with? me see. Aptitude test. No. No, no, no. He might not be responsible directly. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like it's definitely... like, it's either him or Ryan, right? And it feels like it could just be that, like, Paul wanted Ryan to do it, and Ryan actually did it or something. Or it was all down a chain, and Simon actually did kill her, but it was because Ryan told him to, and because Paul told him to, you know? Let me see. It's true. It's true. Could be that, that Atlas has problems with trees. Makes sense. Find anything about this?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
They didn't stab a dude to the tree. It's going a little too far. They were, yeah, he was stabbing his own hand against a tree, and they were very heartily encouraging him to. They didn't do it themselves. Let's see. Haven't I talked to Paul about that? Didn't they literally do that?
A few more questions, please.
I've literally done this. What are you talking about?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'll call the chief, whatever. Who cares? I can call the chief all I want.
Hello, Jenks. Yes, I'm still up. Thanks for asking.
Chief Ryan admitted that he asked
Yeah,
Simon to
yeah,
test
yeah.
Kate to see if she was good enough to be prime candidate, but he's throwing it all back on Simon. Says it was up to Simon about how he went about testing her.
Very
Yeah.
convenient. What does Paul say?
He pretty much backs Ryan up. He claims they don't do any threshold testing.
Well, that's a load of horse droppings. He knows you're on to it.
Fun. Fun line read.
It's only taken you till midnight, but well done nonetheless. Listen, call me back. I'm watching an old movie, but Christopher Lee's only just turned up, so I'll be here for another hour or so yet.
Okay, Chief. Call again.
Okay. Oh, we have long since established that this is a cult. Yeah, so more Paul the Threshold thing.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
Hang on,
that's it
hang
for
on,
the time being. Thank you.
Show me this again. Pressing Paul about threshold testing. Okay.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you don't use threshold testing, but... do I have that, you know, calls up the concept of threshold testing? The word threshold shows up here. I thought you didn't use threshold testing, but you know about your son's pain threshold. Missing here. Yeah, what about the opium? Maybe, Not quite, okay. One moment. Excuse me, sorry about that. Threshold testing. Threshold testing. There's gotta be something in here. Threshold testing. Yeah. Doesn't mention anything about the threshold testing. Death unavoidable. Free. Pass. I'm curious about the auto-hypnosis here. Yeah, there's definitely, like, connections here for sure, but what is it? Doesn't feel like it lines up quite yet. What? Oh! Did I forget what all it said?
You don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students.
I
use
forgot
that
what the
CD
CD
in the
said,
mirror
so
room.
maybe it does
I've
mention
listened to that
thresholds.
CD, and it
Okay.
very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
Okay, so you have a number on her head.
50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
It is human trafficking.
Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics, push, greed is good, all right?
Okay.
We don't deal with all this comfort stuff.
All
the
right.
survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man.
Yeah, late stage capitalism, baby. In the end, the true villain is capitalism, as we have all known it to be.
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
Leave it open, Jenks. Oh, eavesdropping, yes. Yes.
Get rid of him. He's a policeman. We can't just...
They're gonna shoot this man. They're gonna shoot Jenks.
You man up and you sort it. Tonight.
Kyle! This is all Kyle's fault. Well, Jenks.
That doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
Okay. Are we really just doing that? Yeah, time for a final trip to the woods. Oh, but there's two things I haven't asked Rebecca about yet. Why don't we ask Rebecca about those two things?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
You got any info about poppy pods for me?
What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pods.
Go on.
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here.
Poppy pods. It's really hitting those P's real hard. Poppy pods. What's the other thing that I haven't asked her about? I don't see anything here. This is the two things I didn't ask her about. Well, whatever.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Yeah, okay, just time for a final trip to the woods. Yeah, you know, probably be back later, as long as Kyle doesn't get me. Anything on the jetty? Any fun to be had at the jetty? Alright, just gonna go to Atlas and lock myself in.
Damn.
Oh, it's locked, of course.
Too much to hope that Ryan had left the
Just
place
go
open.
over the fence, my man. Come on, Jenks, you can do it. I believe in ya. Kyle the killer. Let's see. Yeah, the clearing's something. Kyle's old hangout. Yeah? This guy who doesn't have a name, who's told me that they're a cult several times? And also sells the poppy pods?
Yeah? Prove that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous police inspector.
Yeah?
What the hell? Scotland Yard.
That's
Not hell.
bad.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting.
So,
That's true, I am inspecting.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a
Oh, yeah,
physical
it's a physical
endurance
endurance.
exercise.
Don't worry about it, man.
Oh no.
The knife, Kyle.
We're just gonna see how much she can endure being murdered. It's fine.
Drop it.
not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Because it's a cult.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Which is why you're connected to all of them.
In the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after losing. Simon
You're
had
forcing
this
it off
strange
on
idea
Simon again.
That he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that...
Wow.
Simon killed her? Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
Any more likely than you, Ryan?
Who is this girl?
Pig!
You know, normally I would be all down for this, but not in this situation.
It's all right. You okay?
No, I want to see your face. Take off the mask. I want to see who this is. Do I really have to go up to Simon and say, "Hey, Ryan thinks you did it"? Is this really what I'm doing here? Yeah, we're letting her go. It's fine. She can still leave now. I always mix this up. I get so turned around by the multiple camera angles that each place is allowed to be at.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
I don't think that Simon did it whatsoever.
What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because
Come on,
you found out she was
Jenks.
in the running to be prime candidate.
Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running. It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon, calm down.
No, I can prove it. Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Yeah?
Kate's driving license, please.
The license finally does something?
See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something.
Yeah?
See this pattern?
Same pattern.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this. So there's only one person has tape like that. Ryan.
That seems really flimsy
He gave me this piece of tape
compared
when I was
to
in his
everything
office
else
once.
we've seen Ryan do, but sure.
Why has Kate's driving license got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
It is a good
I have
question.
no idea, Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
It's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, but...
Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere. It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, all right?
Okay.
Kate gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out. She goes down looking for it, probably drunk.
Yeah.
And she falls in.
I'm afraid I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas works.
But Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
Yeah, the tape is
Well, I
way
didn't
too
kill her.
circumstantial, dude.
Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
what
sure,
if
but...
yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
Morphine, Simon? Oh boy. What are we getting into now, Jenks? Okay.
Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
Oh, we got the tape now. That's nice. Yeah, I feel a little bad for Simon, and in this case, he definitely didn't do it. I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, absolutely. He's a patsy. He's just involved in all this. He definitely had. Right, I can't go back in. Where do I want to go now? I need to ask. Yeah, I might as well ask Rebecca about the tape, actually, now that I think about it.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know because I borrowed it.
When you put up you put it on the driving license?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
Okay. So I am finding more. Do with this stickied tape.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Still nobody at the restaurant. Might as well ask Paul about the tape. Oh, I've been locked out. Never mind. James, I guess I could ask Emma about the tape too? Why would I ask James about the tape? I might as well do it for completion's sake, you know.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Have you seen this anywhere before?
I've seen it somewhere, but can't remember. Sorry, no.
Okay. Meaningless. I guess I haven't. Yeah, okay.
Did Simon mention walking home with anyone after the meeting last Friday?
No, he just came home. Why?
He didn't mention walking home with Kate.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I guess I'll go talk to James. For as much as James could possibly be doing with any of this information, like...
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Really?
Ever seen tape like this anywhere before?
No.
You didn't even look at it, James. Come on.
Do you know how well Simon knew Kate?
Not really.
Did you ever see them together?
So why? Do you think he killed her?
I've no idea. Do you think he'd be capable of that?
Do you think we're all capable of it?
What? James?
So you've never been in your police car responding to an incident, driven past a school at high speed?
Dunno. Maybe.
Well, you've answered your own question then.
Oh, okay. All right, James.
It's human nature to either ignore them or get rid of them. Any way you can. That's all murder is, isn't it?
Maybe you're right.
Did you kill her, James? Hey James, you weren't really on my short list before, but that one. I don't know about that one, James.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I think it's just gonna tell me to talk to the chief, which, yeah, I might as well. Thank you for the Kodak. That's good. Good timing.
Just as it gets to the good bit, great. Go on, Jenks.
So, where to start? Paul admitted that they do use
Yeah,
threshold
yeah.
testing. Apparently they get a wedge of cash from various companies in exchange for each prime candidate they produce.
Interesting.
Also, I met Ryan and some of his friends in the woods in the middle of some sort of occult ceremony. I have no idea what they were doing, but it did not look good. But Ryan insisted that Simon walked Kate home after the meeting last Friday. He's claiming Simon killed her.
And what does Simon say?
He doesn't agree, not surprisingly. He says it was Ryan,
right?
Because of something to do with a piece of tape stuck to Kate's driving license, which Simon claims belonged to Ryan. Claims it was Ryan who was testing Kate by sticking the driving license to a tree in the woods in the dark and telling Kate to get it, knowing she'd fall in. And no, before you ask, it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Right, so basically Simon says Ryan was testing her and Ryan says Simon was testing her. Well, either one of them is lying or neither of them are. And nobody was testing anybody.
I suppose that's always a possibility.
Wouldn't surprise me, Jenks. Well, I don't know. I can't help you. But you're as close as you're going to get. Just check everything that everyone said. Go
Good
through
birdie.
statements. The answer's in there somewhere. Call me back when there's some good
Good
news.
birdie.
Probably a confession.
Well, if I can get one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chief.
Good night.
The thing is that I don't know where Simon or Ryan are at this point. That's true. At night, birds become bats. Birds stop existing when it's blue out. And then they become... Ooh, that's actually a thought. That's actually a good thought. Let's go to the village. That's not what it is. I keep thinking it's the village center. It's the village hall. Yeah, I want that to be a thing too. Still nothing. Come on. Why do you even have this? Why have that entire location? Be a contradiction somewhere. Ape 2 months ago. Didn't walk Kate home. Didn't happen. Everyone's capable of murder. The issue is that, like... both Simon and Ryan are out of the
Ask about a
picture
few more things,
entirely.
please.
Like, where can I... It's nothing.
Thank you. Probably be
Like,
back
who
later.
can I talk to about any of this at this point? Because I don't have the ability to talk to Paul, I don't have the ability to talk to Simon, and I don't have the ability to talk to Ryan, and they're like the three people. There's a contradiction somewhere. It has to be with one of them, right? Broken window. That's just esoteric to be a possibility. Does it have the tape on it? I can't tell. I genuinely, there's no way to tell at this point. I guess I'll talk to her about it.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
If I can't actually see the window right now and confirm that it's the same tape, though, it feels flimsy. Especially since it's this tape, you know? This isn't the kind of tape that it would be... Really? Okay. All right.
You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside? That's the same tape.
Is it?
Well, I must have been
I would like
mistaken.
to see it again.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape that was found attached to Kate's driving license, found at the scene. The tape that
Rebecca
only
did
Ryan
it?
has. Ryan.
I don't think Rebecca
and
did
of
it.
course, you.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca. Is there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca. Unless there's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What'll come up? Nothing will come up.
Is Rebecca about to pull out a knife?
Rebecca.
She about to grab a gun?
Would you like to explain to me exactly what is going on?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
Oh my god.
No, Rebecca.
Okay. You want to know what I know? Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money. Our money.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. And I was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her.
Which is a normal thing to do?
When she came out, I told her where it was, that someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it. I didn't do anything. She just fell in.
But you let her drown.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try, Rebecca?
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
Wow, Rebecca.
I got a big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped.
What?
Well, she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
Normal thing to do.
She slept with my
Super
husband.
regular.
Rebecca.
Emma did.
That's bad.
You got the wrong girl.
Who? Emma. It was Emma.
Oh my
Rebecca
god.
Rand, I am a
arresting you.
Oh my god.
You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence.
Oh my god.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So,
the tape
it
did
appears that
it.
Kate Vine's death was a tragic case of mistaken identity.
That's
But there's
right,
some
my
loose threads
ball.
here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted? And what really happened to Liam last year? It seems
Yeah,
I
there's a
only
lot
scratched
that we
the
haven't
surface of Atlas
resolved
and the
here.
Rand
What?
business empire. Trying to find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places, politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark after all.
Yeah.
I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
You're gonna have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon.
Oh no, this is it, isn't it?
Thank you for your interest.
Tim Follin? Oh wait, no, there's two L's. It's not Tim Follin. Oh man. Oh man.
Can I break this?
I feel frustrated now. You give me all of this juicy meat here with Liam and the cult and everything, and in the end, it's a jealous wife. What about the demons? What about the demons? What about Brett 1324? And Tamanegi Itame? In the end, it's tape. No, this feels like they were like, hey, this is gonna really take off. And we're gonna make a sequel of this. This came out in 2015 and there's no Contradiction 2.
Stay tuned.
Wow, thank you so much, Juno. I really appreciate you giving out all of those subs. That's so great.
Stay tuned.
Including to my bot. Okay, yeah. Experimental independent game made on a tiny budget. If you liked it,
Stay
leave a review
tuned.
of the game and make yourself heard. Your support is vital if we are to raise funding for a sequel. Aww.
Stay tuned.
You know, I really liked it. It was a fun one. I really did enjoy it.
Stay tuned.
It was so over the top and so hammy and great. I really liked it. But man,
Stay tuned.
I really am kind of bummed. I really am kind of bummed that it ends here, you know? I really wanted to...
Stay tuned.
I really wanted to... Yeah, Satomag's my bot. So that got in there too.
Stay tuned.
No, I mean, like, it connects back to, like, one of the very first things that we found out about was this affair. So, like, it literally,
Stay tuned.
like, it did wrap up this thing from the beginning. It wrapped back up into this thing from the beginning. But, ooh, there was
Stay tuned.
so much there with the cult. Ooh, I feel so unsatisfied not getting resolution with the cult.
Stay tuned.
I hope they make another one. I know that, okay, so I checked on the Steam store and they did make another game last year, called In the Dark of Night, but it doesn't have anything to do with Contradiction. It's not Contradiction 2 or anything. It does have apparently. So I did see a little bit of a playthrough of it. Another streamer, Voidburger, who is great, was playing it. I was watching the YouTube VOD of her playthrough earlier, and Simon from this game is in that. But oh man, I want to see the rest of this. I want to see the rest of the adventure of Jenks. God, oh man, okay. I also played I've played actually, like, in the last year, I've played like 3 different mystery games on my own time, besides this one, that like have kind of, oh well, we're gonna have a sequel and we have all of these loose ends that aren't tied up yet, but that'll happen in the sequel. Yeah, it's just, it's so frustrating when it's like it ends this way, where it's like, well, maybe one day there will be a sequel that'll tie up all these loose ends that you want to see. Yeah, like 2 other games that I played in the last year besides this one that were also mysteries, and I think also kickstarted, did the same thing, and it's like, oh, what a bummer. Oh no, now they don't even want to. They have not fond memories of the incredibly strenuous effort put into making the first game. Oh man. It's a heck of a bummer. They probably did. They probably did bite off a bit more than they can chew. I think they did a great job with what they did. Like, I loved every minute of this. It was absolutely incredible. Like, they did a really good job here. Yeah, what now? Oh, Lauren, don't do that. This was good. It was fun. It was flawed. It was still a great time. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that everybody enjoyed watching. I hope you all had a great time. Yeah. Let's not discuss murder techniques in my chat room. Ooh, I didn't have 100%. I have 96. What do I do now? I don't know. I've been going since 5:30 and it's 8 now, 2.5 hours. That's... I guess that's enough for tonight. Yeah, it's such a, okay, it's over, go home, bye. Oh, we're going back to Oracle of Ages on Tuesday. I think maybe this is it for me for tonight. I think this is a perfectly okay time to stop. I'm sorry it's a shorter one than I normally do. But I hope you still had a great time. I had a great time with this. I'm gonna be back again Saturday with more Mario RPG. Where I don't know if that's going, like, man, how far into Mario RPG am I? Like, that feels like I've got like another stream or two in that or something. And Then next week, Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be playing Oracle of Ages. Hopefully by Thursday, I'll be done with that. Yeah, the week after that, I'm gonna be streaming Gravity Rush Remastered, which I kind of did the tech test for this morning. That'll be fun. So, anyways, I should play. I mean, I would love to play more mystery games on this channel. Honestly, I enjoy the genre. I love Phoenix Wright. One of these days, I'm gonna. I think so. There are those leaks that we're gonna get the Great Ace Attorney collection, which is the 2 Great Ace Attorney games that haven't come out here. The ones where your Phoenix Wright's ancestor who hangs out with Sherlock Holmes in 1901, which I've played the fan translation of the first one. It's very good. And if those do come out, I think that I do want to play the collection on the stream. The only thing that's making me not so sure about deciding to do that is that there's a part of me that's like, but I kind of just want to just burn straight through that second game and not have to dodge spoilers or anything, you know what I mean? But I would, I do, they are definitely games that I would like to stream. I know that Gloop wants to stream the first Phoenix Wright game sometime soon. Yeah. Oh, I love Adrian Andrews. She's the best Ace Attorney character. Well, she's the best, like, non-primary cast character. She really is. There's a reason why they reused her overall concept so many times. Yeah. I mean, if you have it on Switch, you have all of the first 3 games. So you can go nuts with that. But yeah, I think this is gonna be it for me for tonight. Yeah, we'll just come back on Saturday with more games. So
Your ball?
Yeah, we'll come back on Saturday with my ball. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry about the weird tech issue that happened in the middle of this, but hopefully we didn't really lose too much. Glad y'all had fun. See y'all later. Bye everybody, bye.